Hello and welcome back to the conclusion to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Let's step down here.
Here's your shining city.
Not what I expected, that's for sure.
And the place is still humming, maintaining the air pressure for untold centuries.
If Sophia is not with you at this moment, the only difference is that Indy will say, so here's Sophia's shining city. Otherwise, it's the same. So, let's step in here to the center of this giant colossal machine. And we're going to take a quick peek at the dialogue. Specifically just the last page, essentially as a reminder. Knowing mortal men would never rule the sea, they planned a huge Colossus, which by the use of orichalcum 10 meters at a time would make them like the gods themselves. Nur-Ab-Sal was one such king. He it was, say the wise men of Egypt, who first put men in the Colossus, making freaks of nature at times when the celestial spheres were well aligned. The celestial spheres in this situation is still referring to the three stones here. So we're going to place them upon this spindle. But we're not going to put them in the alignment noted anywhere in the book. Instead, this is where that etching we saw in the last area comes into play. So, use the stones. Now, the triangular shape refers to the volcano, and that was at the 9 o'clock position. And then the circle within the second ring could theoretically, I suppose, refer to the new moon, but it refers to the full moon. That was at the 3 o'clock position. And then at the 6 o'clock position, we had another circle, which is the noon sun. So this should be the orientation we need, and pressing this button locks us into the end game. So let's proceed.
Uh-oh.
What did you do now, Indy?
I think I turned it on.
You see, Kerner? I told you Jones would be of some use to us.
Kerner, I knew I smelled a rat.
All I smell, Herr Jones, is your fear. Don't move.
Mein Gott, how beautiful! Congratulations, Dr. Jones. You've just handed the Third Reich its ultimate victory.
It'll take more than a few orichalcum bombs to conquer the world, Ubermann.
Bombs? The gods don't need bombs.
Take a look around. What do you think this astonishing machinery was used for?
What do we think it was used for? I would say holiday barbecues?
Holiday barbecues?
Wrong. As Plato himself well knew, this was a factory for manufacturing higher beings.
While you've been wandering around, we've been stockpiling orichalcum.
And now we have all we need. Are you ready for the greatest moment in history, Doctor?
I'll pass, thanks. Yeah, let's go with that.
I'll pass, thanks.
Scientific discoveries belong to the bold, Jones. That's something you, of all people, should understand.
What do you mean, me of all people? Alright, so this conversation can get obnoxiously circular, so I'm going to try to move it forward relatively quickly. And I think this is the one that ultimately gets them going. Actually, let's ask this first.
You really believe in this godhood business?
Why not? As a god, I shall know everything, be everywhere, rule everyone.
We both shall rule, Herr Doctor.
Eh? Don't be silly, Kerner. You're not prepared for this.
We shall see.
Alright.
Didn't you notice how the skulls here have horns?
Experiments gone awry. Unworthy slaves sacrificed in the name of knowledge. Progress has its price, you know.
Let's go with this one.
Maybe they were all too human, like you.
Subhuman, you mean? They were destroyed by their physical imperfection, and they bathed in the awesome power of this device.
Fortunately, we suffer from no such imperfection.
Yes, Aryan brothers. Tell you what, let's all go home and die in bed. I like this one.
Swell. Send me a postcard from Valhalla.
One more step and you'll get there first.
You can't leave now. We're just beginning our experiment.
Don't let me stop you.
And we can't begin without a guinea pig, can we?
Ooh.
Now, if you'll kindly step onto the platform.
No!
What?
If anyone's going to become a god, it must be me.
You don't make me laugh.
I am in charge of this operation, you spineless sausage. Activate the machine.
Spineless sausage. Amazing insult.
A test is a test. Plato suggested 10 beats. Let's try that.
Wait!
What now, Jones?
I'm pretty sure that no matter how you follow this conversation, it will always lead to the same place. Let's go with this. Actually, you know what? Indy always explains things to the bad guys, which I don't understand why, but he does. So let's go with this.
What about Plato's tenfold error?
What about it?
Not always, but often he does. I guess it's because he's a good guy and he's genuinely trying to help, but...
Most of Plato's numbers were way off target. Just a thought.
You may be right. We should divide by 10. Try 1 bead.
1 bead it is. Himmel, it's working.
Let's see how Kerner responds to godhood. Seems he didn't approve of that particular transformation.
A small bead for a small man, eh, Jones? Now it's your turn.
Let's see.
No thanks. Godhood's for egomaniacs like you.
Move, unless you want my men to move you. That's better.
It's only 2 of them. Alright, let's go with this guy. So now I'm going to try and just progress things.
What makes you think you can outdo the old kings?
Science, my boy. We have it and they didn't. Here goes.
Hang on a second.
So ultimately, the first thing we want to do is get him talking about what number of beads we want to use.
Listen, what if Plato's error went the other way?
How do you mean?
Dividing by 10 didn't work, but multiplying might.
All right, Jones, you decide. How many beads should we use?
And now that he's actually asking us about a number, now we actually want to say no beads. But I think for the sake of showing it off, let me pause for a moment. All right, and let's say 20 beads. How about it?
20 beads. Let's double Plato's dose.
Let's hope you picked the correct amount. 18, 19, 20 beads.
FYI, there is no correct amount. In case you're wondering.
Indy, no!
Kill the scientist guy. You're going to be seeing that animation a couple of times. After Indy's fatal transformation, Atlantis shook itself into pieces, sealing its secrets and the Nazis in molten lava. Well, I guess that's not too big of a loss. At least the Nazis died. Let's try again. But before we do, let's first take a look at what happens if we do not save Sophia. So you'll notice that Indy is here alone. And as we approach the machine room, he has something to say.
Too bad Sophia isn't here to see this. I wonder if I should go back for her. It might be my last chance.
And we absolutely can go back, but we won't. Now let's jump ahead to at the end of the conversation with the Germans. I almost forgot. There's one thing that we want to show off first. So we have Sophia back again. Not that that matters very much. But like I said, we actually want to tell this guy no beads.
No beads, you crazy old man.
Come now, Doctor. Where's your scientific curiosity?
And now we basically want to point out the logic in what he's doing, the logical flaw in what he's doing, where if he succeeds, he's going to turn us into a god who is against everything he's doing.
For your sake, I hope this doesn't work.
Why not?
Once I'm a god, I'm sending you straight to hell.
I'm offering you immortality. Is that the thanks I get?
And then last thing.
Ever heard the term angry god? Wait till you see me.
Hang on. Perhaps I haven't thought this through. You want to go first. You're scheming against me in spite of my generosity. Well, you won't get the upper hand that way.
Alright, let's pause here again. Hang on.
Stand aside, Jones.
Alright, so we're right back where we left off, only this time Sophia is not around. There's no difference between her being left in jail and her being left possessed by Neurobsal.
Prepare to feel my wrath.
Either way, this exact sequence will play out.
Greetings, mortal. Did you think mere cages could trap the mighty Neurobsal in his own city? Back, you glassy-eyed bug.
Sophia!
Silence, animal. Speak not to the gods.
Sophia!
This is maybe one change I would have wanted them to make, is to have a few more of these transformation animations. Again, instead of Indy knocking scientists off, Sophia does. The difference here is at least this counts as a win. You'll see Atlantis starts to collapse. I'm not really sure why, because clearly they used this machine in the past and Atlantis didn't collapse, but maybe they just haven't had proper upkeep. Indy will scurry away, all by himself, looking very lonely. Nice athletic slide down the rubble. And no matter how you got here, the Nazis still came by submarines, and the submarine will always be here. And I think we're going to end this in just a second, as soon as Indy says one line.
You know, a lot of my discoveries seem like tall tales even to me. At least there's some evidence this time.
Or not.
Rats. Why didn't you listen to me, Sophia?
Alright, so with that done, we'll pause one more time. Alright.
99, 100 beads.
We are back with Sophia and our mad scientist.
Feel my wrath.
Creepy little hands. I don't think I realized that he did the same evil laugh Indy did. Well, I usually don't watch these endings all rapid fire back to back. Alright, so again,
Follow me, Sophia.
Atlantis starts collapsing, crushes all the Nazis.
Hurry.
Good job, Indy. If you hadn't said hurry, I don't know what she would have done.
Can you pilot a sub?
We're about to find out.
There's at least one version of him that already did.
You know, a lot of my discoveries seem like tall tales even to me. At least there's some evidence this time.
Then again, maybe not. What was that for?
To ease the pain.
And that will do it. Yeah, I'm not sure where I lost all those points. I know probably the bulk of them are from fights that I didn't do. There might be some other points scattered around that I didn't get. But that's definitely the largest percentage of them. Frankly, as I've said multiple times, I'm just not good enough. I will sit and enjoy the credits here. I suppose it is a little anticlimactic, but that's kind of Indy's theme, frankly. Never seems to walk away from any of his adventures with anything tangible to hold on to, though he does have a tendency of getting the girl at least. You can add Sophia to that list. I have no idea whether or not I'll do any more indie games. I have a few of them that I haven't played yet. And depending on how I feel about it, we may do a playthrough, but this has always been well regarded as peak of indie gaming. Indie as in Indiana Jones. I do know that the next thing we'll be seeing will be the original NES version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, which has always been a love of mine. Feel free to tune in if you're interested in seeing that. And let's just enjoy the end of the sunset. I gotta wonder what it would mean to the war effort to come back with a Nazi sub. Just saying. And a shooting star. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.